new episode, know you probably waiting. Plant a seed in your brain, let me pollinate it. And I'm not like the rest, I don't do the faking. You are now tuned into Bro Conversations.
So with Witchcraft, like, it doesn't matter if we stop being friends. Like, literally, I grew up learning, like, you don't wish bad on people who don't deserve it.
In general.
Like, and in general, because that shit comes back to bite you. And, like, karma or not, like, if you send only negative energy out into the world, people are going to get upset with you. People are going to not like you. Like, it's not going to help you get far in life. Because it's good to have some supporters and stuff.
Right.
You know, some friends and shit. And I don't know if that's... I got cursed the other day, and then these bitches got me... and he got me tripping a little bit, because I'm just like, what the fuck?
So Selena the Witch cursed you. Okay. We can start from there.
Selena Gomez, bro. That was my crush, man. Why she got cursed me?
That shit is crazy.
This ain't no Wizards of Waverly Place.
And the whole, just like I just said like a couple minutes ago, the whole thing about that is, like, I feel like that is the same thing as in line. I feel like that shit is in line with all these spiritual bitches and all these healing stones and Mercury retrograde. It's like the fact that we're so arrogant that we believe that we can predict something, whether that be bad or goodness on our own life.
For real.
That's very fucking arrogant. Like, there are way bigger powers in this world that shit that we can't even conceive of. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers trying to go to space and we don't even know what's in the deepest depths of the motherfucking ocean. You know what I'm saying? So it's people that are very arrogant enough to think that they can control some shit. Like, it's funny to look at, but it can be damaging if you go down that fucking path.
Yeah, it's better to have like a fucking open, and that kind of brings up like closed-mindedness, because
have a conversation with the motherfucker you trying to curse. Like, that's weird as fuck. Like, you'll call on the devil and all these other spirits, but you won't go talk to the person. That's crazy.
Even with the trying to explore areas when there's things that we have here on Earth, like it's closed-minded. They get stuck in this one idea, and instead of like getting with the group of people just as smart and like discussing it, they just get so trapped on this one idea, and it's very, very closed-minded.
Closed-minded, but it's expected, because like just go back to the tribalism conversation we was having earlier with Mo. It's like, yeah, man, we humans, we work in tribes, and we stick to other people that have our beliefs and shit like that, you know, because if somebody comes and tries to downplay your views, you have a family or a group of people to confide in, you know, and be like, no, it's okay, rub your back. You're right. You're living righteous, you know what I'm saying? Everybody believe that. No matter if you're a suicide bomber or whatever, everybody believe that. Whether you go to church, we all got the same faith and belief in whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, we all just want to have something to look forward to and to have hope. Right. I mean, the basis of it is hope.
Exactly. And I can understand that, because like I know somebody that don't even is a nihilist, you know, they don't even believe, you know, in religion and shit like that. But it's like you can't blame nobody, you know, when it comes to that shit, because you can't blame nobody.
You can. Our experiences lead us to where we are, you know. It's the same way how some people like get put in such a shit situation that they're like, they have to become a stripper or a hooker or something, you know, just to make a little cash.
Yeah.
You know, it's... people get pushed to, like, their thoughts and whatnot a lot of the time, but it's... you have to have the strength to fucking push through that and try and do what's right, I think, a lot of the time. And I ain't talking about being a hero, it's just, like, don't spread so much bad through the world, you know?
Yeah.
Although hookers might not be a great example. It's not like they really doing that much bad.
Yeah.
Sex work is an evil.
It's all a slippery slope, especially, you know. I'm glad you said that, because I want to bring up this point, because like, even if you are a stripper and you are not stripper or hooker or whatever, it's like some lines can be blurred. It's like Cardi B, you know, remember a year or two ago, whatever, she came out, she said she used to drug niggas and rob them and steal money.
That's fucked up.
And everybody would clap for, oh yeah, get your bag, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. But if I did that and I said that, come on now, we'll get different, you know,
Dude, that scared me because I'd be like, damn, girls be vicious out here. I'd be like, damn. Like, is that really what I gotta expect if I go try and meet a girl? That ain't right.
Doing it is different. And then you go and then you brag about it. That's damn. But, you know.
That's fucked up. She got a lot of kids listening to her. You know, she got a lot of people watching her. She
got a daughter now.
Yeah, that's a lot of impressionable people. She telling that that's cool to act like.
But
no, it's like if PewDiePie did that shit, like everybody would be pissed. It doesn't. Yeah. He does plenty of like bad games and all that stuff. He'd be reacting to like mature content and all that stuff. But if he did that shit, people would be like, "Yo, you got a lot of eyes on you."
Something I realized recently about life is, it literally it comes and goes in cycles, but the cycles are opposite. They're polar opposite. Like think about rap and music and how we dress now. You know.
Yeah.
Back in the day, back in the 1920s and shit like that, people, they would just chill at their home, like wearing a suit type shit, you know, and like, you know, have a whole suit jacket, have a whole Sherlock Holmes, you know, type shit, and that was looked upon as normal. But now we chilling, you know, I'm in some goddamn Crocs, some socks, a hoodie, you know, some shit, some regular shit like that, and you know,
they didn't have
the
it
same
figured
thing
out.
with music.
Yeah.
And another thing I be thinking about that even with music is EDM has not been around for 100 years. Think about that. That whole category of music has not been around because we didn't have the technology to get to where we are. And music, and it just sounds so different and polar opposite than it was back in the day because we can just create so much shit just with the access to the internet and other samples and other artists and shit like that. So it's progressing to some shit that the people that made basketball is my favorite sport. You know, they never even thought about something bigger and better than that. You know,
that's fair. Even sampling is rather new because of all the technology it takes.
Yeah, see shit like that, taking shit off the record and all. I don't even know how that shit go. Don't get me lying. I don't know how to rap and record myself.
Right, and now we're getting so complex with it. Is I can take a beat that you were singing on a track, fucking somehow find a way to erase your voice, get that whole beat.
That is amazing.
Or they're so smart they can recreate that shit, which is what they really had to do. Is back in the day you had to listen to it, and so it's not the same. But back in the day they would listen to something if they wanted to do that, listen to it so many fucking times, and then have to reproduce it. And even then you might not get the exact same beat.
Right.
You know, maybe they didn't have a Les Paul or something. They didn't have the right instrument, or they were missing some sort of synth or something. You know.
You're right. I was thinking about that. I was watching the versus KRS-One versus Big Daddy Kane. I watched a few of them, and I was like, wow, like they are two great and great rappers. You know, they're old school, beyond my generation. I never heard them before that. But I was like, wow, and even in the lyrical shit that they were spitting, like they was using big words. You could tell that back then it was fresh and new because they was using the words just because they was big. But I feel like now music has progressed to where even a person like me or even my favorite artists, we can still use big words, but it just flows and it sounds different because they was trying to get you to say wow on the last bar of the 4 bars. You know, sport, court. You know what I'm saying? And they were, but it wasn't as complex. They was just trying to get to the end, be like, oh yeah, my shit's fat, my shit, you know.
Music has developed in a way. It's interesting how much plot there is to a song now if you recognize it really. Like these songs are fucking stories. And back in the day, you're right, it used to be ball court, yo, get the shit. Yeah. And now it's like motherfuckers talking about killing their best friend and all this shit and the repercussions and stuff.
And it's beautiful music.
It's beautiful music.
That's who would have thought about that? Like a vivid scene. Like back then they would talk, I came through powder, but it wasn't as vivid. They're going in deep description. Like, bitch, this is the gun I used, but you like, yo.
The music videos be like fucking musicals for that shit.
And it's good and bad at the same time, but hip hop has never been just clean. Just clean, ain't nobody cursing, ain't nobody, because it started off on people, you know, telling their story and shit like that, and other people in other cities.
The struggle.
You know, but you know, fake people have been around forever. So,
yeah.
You know. And they're not surprised that they just do different shit.
And it's crazy, because now we got industry plants, where now we got a whole bunch of fakers. We got people who are literally, like, pretending to be, like, from the bottom up, but really they've had an industry backing them the whole time. Like they went and picked out a person and were like, we're gonna make you famous.
But the thing about that is, industry plants have always been around because like I said, even back when it was rapping like how we was just rapping, people would still act like they would take that persona and shit like that. Maybe if they didn't take the exact same words, they would lie and they would present themselves as being so hard till they get themselves in the deal. So it's the same fucking thing. It's only surprising because the industry taking the extra step. You know?
Yeah, because you know what's a good example of that actually is like those boy groups. You know what I mean? Where they get 4 boys. That's kind of like an industry plan.
What was that shit?
Big Time Rush or something.
Nah, but a real one. I know that was real, but shit, Fun. You remember that? You remember Fun?
Yeah. I was thinking of One Direction.
Yeah, or them too.
I started thinking of that, so that's a recent one, you know.
And it's so crazy because all them they done split up and shit like that, but. I had a chance, this year was the first year I actually sat down and I played Some Nights all the way through. I don't like listen to the hits, so I skipped the Some Night shit because I don't like hits or whatever. But it was beautiful how I got to dissect it. Like the beat, the drums I love drums. The drums on that shit was immaculate. Then they had the voice. Then they had so many different elements. They had the band. They had the opera type shit. They carry me home tonight. You know what I'm saying? The second, it was just like, to break it down, especially as my brain has developed and just see all that shit, I see why it worked, and it's like, damn, I'm so glad that we got that one album that was just like, that defined a lot of the shit that we listen to coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, Kanye's newest album really fucking... It slapped. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that felt like that shit was defining, bro. That shit had me going crazy on some of those songs.
For sure.
Because that was like, it was like bringing out the Kanye that I had missed. I've been like, damn, maybe Kim was up on this man.
A lot of people didn't like it because of how he was rapping.
I thought it was good. That's crazy.
Really?
I was like, dude, this is...
Did you listen to Jesus is King?
Yeah, I thought, like...
I really only go back to one song when Jesus is King, and that's Follow God. You know that song?
I love Dark Fantasy on
Yeah.
You know?
That's fine.
And that shit, like...
The Nicki verse, Monster is... Yeah. That's one Nicki song that I don't mind. Oh my God, running that shit back. That shit is classic.
To me, that was like exactly classic, like something to kind of like mark the time. Like that's what I wanted to see from like music right now and shit like that.
Yeah, but Kanye always does that. No matter, he always does that. Like,
he brought it back, but it's fresh to me. I don't know.
I feel you.
Because I felt like some of his older stuff, like it wasn't hitting me.
Like what? Oh nah, you got to give me some examples.
I got you. Like people are probably gonna shit on me, but I didn't like The Life of Pablo.
Oh my God! All right, why?
Because to me it was like such a big shift from like his normal stuff, and I wasn't that vibing with it. Like,
what specifically in the music?
Okay, so Father Stretch My Hands, part 1 and all that shit, like that's good. Like don't get me wrong. But like, man, you get down and they got like, I love Kanye. Go Kanye.
You like it?
I just thought this shit had me laughing low key.
But he's responding. He's like speaking for the people that are giving him. You know what I'm saying? I think was it the bars or?
It was just like, I just couldn't take the man seriously on it.
Really? He might have some beautiful music on that shit. Like,
I ain't hating. Like Father Stretch My, like that's good, but I only like one or two songs on there. Is like.
I don't.
Like,
you know that?
Wolves is good. That's
30 hours, nigga. Bruh, 30 hours? Oh my God.
I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I only like, that's my bad, but like, there's so much on there. I only liked a couple of songs on there.
And like I said, I feel like, I love that we even having this conversation, because like I said, like, drums are a big part in music to me, like, period. And if you aren't specifically coming there for that, because I'm not specifically coming to his music for that. It's so many different other elements, different voices, different background vocals and shit, even in Kanye shit. But I understand what you're saying. It's not what you wanted from him, but wow. I just feel like
it's not terrible. It's not what I wanted though. Yeah. Especially in 2016, it's not what I wanted from Kanye. Like, it's like, I wanted the old Kanye. Straight from the gold Kanye.
You talking about like on graduation or some shit?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I really loved graduation.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you. So now we done dissected it. Okay, so it's the bars.
It's the bars.
All right. The thing about it is, I think a lot of people done said it. Like Kanye, he used to have people write for him, like great rappers back then. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know their names, but you know, and I feel like at a certain point he was like, oh, I'm just gonna do, and then we can see. I feel you.
I can
feel you.
I can see the shift, and I
thing-
guess maybe that's why it's less produced, honestly.
The thing about it is I feel like I do feel you, but when I first heard it, I was like, damn, this shit is drastically different. But you know, he wasn't good at actually coming up with it. He was just good at the other shit. Production.
I didn't realize that, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like the features and the production, especially on Life of Pablo, made up for that shit for me. Because oh my god, he had so many. I think he had Young Thug on that shit. That was the first time we ever seen Young Thug and Kanye. Like, oh my, he had Chance. Like he was giving Chance his push to Chance put out his album. The Coloring Book. Yeah, Coloring Book.
Oh yeah.
I was on that shit for a while when that shit dropped. But I feel you. I respect that.
I didn't realize that. That makes me respect him a little more though, because I didn't realize how produced graduation was, because it was just it was like a shift, and it wasn't like the direction I was expecting. I was expecting like that solid, like straight fucking vibe Kanye, and he pulled up and he was like Life of Pablo, and I was like, Kanye, what the fuck is this, bro?
Hold up, but I think before then, Yeezus had dropped in between. What you feel about Yeezus then? You probably ain't listened to it, honestly. It came out like 2013, 2012, I believe.
Let me see.
Cause that dropped between them. You don't recognize it. You ain't listen to it.
I'm bad. I think I only heard like Guilt Trip on it.
I feel you. This one was heavy, very instrumental. I mean experimental. And I do you think it's trash?
I probably didn't like it, but I would probably like it now. I doubt I think it's trash now. I doubt.
I'm glad you said that, because honestly, it took me years to go back to Yeezus and actually understand what the fuck he was doing. But that was the first time we ever seen Kanye and Chief Keef together, and that shit was
especially
legendary.
In 2013 for me, that would not have been my vibe.
Yeah, like, same. Like I said, years after, like it's been like 2 years.
Maybe that's it. Kanye a little ahead of his time, bro.
We just late. We
late. Yeah, shit.
We were born late, bro. Cause even when graduation dropped, I was 8 years old. I wasn't 8 listening to grad. You know what I'm saying? It was years after.
A couple of years
for you to hear that. So exactly. But yeah, though.
Everybody heard the Daft Punk song on graduation though when they were 8.
What? And I think that's the one with Good Morning on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good, man. All of it. Like, it's just the vibes. 2010. I was 9 listening to that shit. Yeah, it starts with Good Morning, and then it's got the stronger. I ain't getting nobody copyrighted, but it's got that on there. And that was the whole fucking vibe. You like that Kanye together.
One of my favorite Kanye songs is the All of the Lights interlude. Have you heard the violins? Oh my god, I'll tear up right now. Like, listen to that, especially off a good ass speaker. I just bought me a.
You can just say that song and it just starts playing in my head, bro.
The violin and the piano, and then that was the perfect setup. Like, oh my god! But I like the interlude way better than I even like the song.
Really?
Oh God! What are we talking about? That was amazing.
I like the music though, and it's just that was like, that's why when like the next shit dropped, it's just not what I was expecting, because I thought Kanye was about to go on this like wave, bro, and then all of a sudden he like took a turn. He was
Kanye, if you really look and inspect all his albums, I've heard all of them. I'm not playing them all right now, but I've thoroughly listened to them. Every time he makes an album, he tries to shift culture. He tries to do it totally different, but he still, it's crazy. It's the same, but it's different. He reinvents himself every single time.
Yeah, he does.
And even if you don't like most of the shit on the project, you're gonna love 1 or 2 songs. You're gonna love them.
Fair. Like, I do love
right.
Wolves. Like, I love Wolves. Don't get me wrong, because like it's.
And I feel like even if you think the rest of it is trash, it's like the fact that it can do that. Not because how many artists Come on, bro. There's so many artists that I was 2014, 2016 listening to. Some local, not local, but some some lower tier artists and shit like that. But I don't listen to them now because they didn't give me that same feeling. It was just a trend at the moment.
Yeah.
Just like Chief Keef, like everybody liked him in school, so I thought I liked them. I used to listen to their music sometimes, but then it was like,
I don't know. I didn't get on rap until like in the recent years when like it started really evolving. It had like this shift. Like earlier, you were talking about the UK drill and shit like that. Now after like stuff like drill like started becoming like more popular, like even on the radio and stuff like that. That's when I started being like, damn, dude, I was wrong. And it's been a while, like probably like 5 years ago I started listening to like rap and shit like that. But my whole childhood, I didn't listen to that much of it because I didn't know, like I was not cultured.
I probably like, yeah, I used to listen to albums on YouTube before I even had a smartphone. Like I would go on and that shit would load slow as fuck. But I would listen to albums, and that was back before the ads. You remember that? Well, actually, yeah. Maybe it was just those phones that didn't have ads, but I used to do that shit. Like,
no, back in the day, you could skip any ad, even if an ad popped up. Yeah, they started getting moneylicious with it, man.
But damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, they started getting greedy, bro, and it's because a bunch of like their sponsors like started pulling out after PewDiePie said the N-word on live stream. That man got himself fucked.
Yeah, because I heard about that. I don't know the full story, but...
You want to show that shit to the camera?
Bro, we got the goddamn Mike Tysons, you know what I'm saying? These bitches are amazing. They got my stamp. Only smoked one in my life. And, bro...
Mike Tyson's a legend, bro.
Amazing.
I low-key look up to that man a little bit some days. Cause
I'll be watching Hot Boxing all the time, bro. I love Mike. I'm about to buy his book. Oh yeah, I'm about to buy his book. He wrote a book in like 2013 or whatever. I'm gonna buy that shit.
Talking to a friend the other day who said that if you're a jack of all trades, you can't be a master in anything.
Yeah.
And like prime example of not fucking true. Cause
you're right.
Cause tell me what this man has left to do. He's been an actor, a boxer, a writer. He's a business owner. Like
he's a podcaster.
What else does he need to do to not be?
He got his own weed strain. He got merch. Nigga.
And he's a jack of all trades, and he's still a master boxer, still fucking master businessman. Like
the thing about it is, and I'll be watching that shit like on his podcast, and the shit he be saying, he be like, I literally don't know nothing. He said he paid people smarter than him to get it done. But if you think about it, that's what all rich people do.
Isn't that what the guy for fucking Apple did though? He didn't know nothing.
All rich people do that. That's smart.
He went and got
if you have the money, why would
technology.
You not?
Steve Jobs didn't know what the fuck his friend Watts was doing. He hired that man. Was like, I want you on my team. You're smart. That guy was the genius behind Apple. Steve Jobs was just the face, bro. That's what everybody does.
That's how it always works, man.
You have to have a face to your business. Like
and you got to innovate.
Yeah.
Like it's really hard. Like if I ask you right now, like. Make something that we're gonna need like for the continuous of time and years, or at least for a 20-year span. Like humans, they need it, or it'll really be a help for them. That would really be hard because look how advanced we are.
Yeah. Real, but that's the fucking GOAT right there, man. That's the GOAT. I mean, like
he's the greatest, and he's so humble now, bro.
The way he like still tells stories about like the people he used to look up to stuff, like he still looks up to them, like.
And he's still a student like of this boxing shit. He knows what the fuck.
Who was it? Like Muhammad Ali? Yeah. The respect he still shows that man. He showed it to his house, and like that man, he's not doing the best. I don't even know if he's passed yet.
I think he has. Yeah.
I think that's what I thought. But when he wasn't doing his best, like. Mike would show up and like help take care and shit like that. Like humble as fuck.
That's amazing. Like, and the fact that like it's Mike, we need to see that. We need to see like
we being nice to the Mike.
Just men in general doing that shit.
For real.
Because
people act like we can't do that shit, but
because 9 times out of 10 when you see a man and a man like they're fighting and arguing, that's the shit that's really in the headlines and all that other bullshit. Oh TMZ, the negative, but we really need to see us being together,
Fucking
exchanging
human beings.
it being human beings, exchanging thoughts, progressing some shit.
Oh yeah.
Like I heard a quote, and I don't know who said it, but I heard a quote. It said, "Wise men speak about ideas. Unwise men speak about people." You know what I'm saying? And that's really how I try to live my life, because I don't do the gossip shit. I don't really like that. I'm not a fan of that. I'm a fan of ideas and ways of thinking and shit like that.
Not wishing evil on people, man. Like, for real. I want to see everyone prosper. Like, even my enemies, because if they prosper, it means that they will learn from their ways, and become better people. And then, hey, even for my own self, I ain't got to deal with the bullshit no more, you know? But I don't wish for them to fall down and not ever be a problem again. Like, that'll leave, like, you'll feel like you did the wrong thing, and that shit'll stick to you. Like, it'll stick with you, like, if you, like, fuck someone over.
Exactly.
You like, regret that shit for a long time.
But some people are psychopaths. I know somebody in my family, I ain't gonna name drop, but she is a narcissist. Like, I've never heard her say sorry about anything that she's ever done, and it's like...
That is where there are exceptions, personality disorders,
man.
bro.
It's like you a psychopath. You don't give a fuck.
It's a personality disorder. That's what narcissism is. It's narcissistic personality disorder. It's like...
I had to cut a few of them off. Because it's like, I be thinking in my life, like, what do a relationship in your life should be symbiotic. What am I giving you? What are you giving me? Is it sufficient? Am I giving you more? Are you giving me more? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and you got to be able to know how to give, know how to use what you got to give, and, give a fucking worth,
Dude, do you want to do the honors?
For sure. Oh, it is full size. Dude, why the fuck they drop the prices on these bitches?
Yeah, dude. That's why I was like, it looks so nice, dude. I'm like, I don't want to fuck this shit up. I was like looking at that picture. I was like, dude, and it's soft. I see what you mean, bro.
It's like a Slim Jim.
That's crazy. It's got like this almost like wood grain, like beautiful wood grain texture to it.
Beef jerky.
Yeah, for real. He calls this one the toad.
And it's, bro, wait till you taste this shit. Pause. No cap.
I love that, because this man be so into psychedelics. He be referencing. Like,
I think
wonder if
whenever I
that's
get
a
50,
reference.
I'll try that. But I'm afraid. I ain't even tried mushrooms or acid yet, but I'm going to do those first.
I'd really like that shit to be legal. And, like, because I'm really worried about what people can lace that shit with and all that stuff. And the people that sell that, you really,
that's
like, it's not just your normal weed dealer, bro. Like, that's, the people that sell that shit sell, like, cocaine and shit like that. Like, that, gets dangerous sometimes.
You alright?
Dude, when I get older, go take a trip to somewhere where it's legal. You know what I mean?
Like where we are now.
Like,
you know what I'm
saying? No, for like the acid and all that shit.
Yeah,
like Canada, bruh. Ain't nobody think we in Canada, bruh. Yeah, you can go to like, well, in Canada, motherfuckers, they have clinics where you can go legally do cocaine and stuff like that. Because they have clinics for rehab patients and stuff like that even. But, no, there's places where they have like crazier shit than America. They got everything. Or if you go, I'm trying to think, it's somewhere in Europe.
Wow, I thought it was just some states in not USA, but it just shows you how.
No. Europeans have had us beat for a long time, actually.
Wow.
I don't know why people don't talk about that. Like how you can go to Mexico and be like drinking and shit at earlier ages, or other countries like that drink it earlier. I think it's like 13 in Germany or something. Feel free to take your 13-year-old to Germany and let them have a great time.
You know, they need something to warm them.
And I don't think it's legal to talk about drinking beer in another state or in another country because it's legal there, and we have political elements where like laws don't pass over. Like the USA can't get mad at you if you do whatever is within the laws over there.
Right.
As long as it's within their laws, the USA won't get mad at you because they have no jurisdiction over you there. You know what I mean? So shit's not even illegal. Like it's just a legal loophole.
Right. As always, though. Did you know the story of taxes? They was trying to tax the robber barons. niggas that was getting too much money. It's always a bitch nigga hating somewhere.
Always.
When they see you getting money, it's always somebody that want to fuck with the program. And along come Texas.
Yeah.
To fuck it up for everybody.
Oh, you can also have the Netherlands. That's where I was thinking of. That's Europe, way to the right and north. But in the Netherlands, they got acid. They have all sorts of fucking like psychedelics and stuff legal. You go into shops.
See, that's dope.
Yeah.
And that's the safest way to do it, honestly. It's the safest way to smoke weed, too.
You can go sit at a shop, and they have, like, little LSD coffee shops even there.
Damn.
I learned about that shit years ago. It was really cool.
That's dope. But how does that work? Did it take your keys when you come in? Because I don't think you should drive immediately after you do some LSD, do you? Because that would be irresponsible.
I don't know.
It's kind of like a bar though, ain't that the same thing?
So I mean,
how the fuck did I get there? So you expect me to Uber
I don't know
to a bar?
If they'll take your key. Yeah, I guess they expect you to Uber home or something.
No, that's retarded. No,
because if you drive like that, you're under the influence. You
exactly,
know what I mean?
like a bar. That's why some cops they hang out at bars because it's like, oh yeah,
Maybe they expect you to drink your tea and watch some TV and fucking chill, man. I don't know.
Unless it's microdose.
That would be lame as hell, because then I'd be sitting there like, let me get some more. 3 more glasses, please.
Yeah. I don't know. Damn, that's weird. Cause don't you think the light would fuck you up? You know, when you drive home, the red light, green light, like you be like, oh, it's something else now.
Dude, that would. Unless you're doing that shit 24/7, that shit would. Hell no. I was definitely driving under the influence. I'd be like, pull this motherfucker over.
And that shit is like 12 hours, am I wrong?
Can be, yeah. Sometimes it lasts like an hour and sometimes it lasts longer. You know what I mean? Yeah, it depends. But you like feel it, kind of. Like you still have like. You know what I mean?
You feel bad after?
Kinda, yeah. Kinda like not great. And apparently if you like pop your body and shit like this, sometimes the acid gets stuck.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
It releases crazy. And then you start
imagine being a UFC fighter and that happening to you.
Be like, that's why they don't want them doing drugs and shit like that, because they need to be like.
I think what they say, weed is legal in what sport? The NBA, I think they said that.
Good for them, bro.
I think it was NBA. They said weed is legal in NBA now. It's just off the drug list, I think.
Fucking blessed, bro. Those men, I hope they understand, like, I would be sore. I've seen them do those ice baths, and that's more intense than any kind of ice bath I've ever done. They hop in a fucking icicle bath, bro.
That shit do numb your body, though. It do feel good.
I'd be thinking, like, dude, give those men a little something.
Or some ecstasy, since they're already about to be, on the water.
They will not randomly test players for marijuana this season, so it doesn't say nothing about the future.
Small wins.
Small wins. But they're not going to do it through 2022, too. So, that's a while. When's the season end, though? Like May?
I have no fucking idea. I do not watch sports. Netflix, sometimes, and YouTube.
I don't. I like the college sports now because of the UNCC and all that shit. Mm-hmm. My college be going crazy.
Yeah, them games are really exciting.
And the people, like, I don't know what happened. UNCC has started, like, picking up and, like, we just be doing crazy shit. Mm-hmm. And, like, sometimes preachers will come out and, like, preach in front of our buildings and stuff. And UNCC, y'all gotta know, it's the city, bro. Like, they don't fuck with that. So, they had this gathering around this one preacher who was preaching about God. Mm. They were fucking with him. They were throwing a party around this man. Yeah. They were like, hey, and they had, like, girls kissing in front of him just for no reason and shit.
Yeah, I was like, some of that shit.
Yeah, that was my school, and I was just like, damn, I wasn't there for that.
Motherfuckers always miss out when they're not there.
For real. But I was like, damn, we pop it off, bro. I love that place. That shit, that's the fucking vibe.
Bro, the big school, it's always a crazy motherfucker. I went up to NC State one time a couple years ago, and it was motherfucker, you're going there, or whatever the fuck those. I was like, God damn, why are they?
My classmates for standing up.
Why are they allowed to just do that though?
Because you have to. Because once you get to a certain age, you have to allow religious exploration.
But I don't want that shit. You can do what you want, but why do you gotta yell and distract people like?
I really don't know. And some of it is public property is the other thing.
Yeah, like why can't?
And so that's why that's the other route around it is you can do that shit. They be finding their little
So you're saying the
loopholes.
school is public property, right?
Parts of it. Because it's such a big campus that
Okay.
and hear me out, we have a hotel on our campus.
What about after hours? What if I go there when there ain't nobody there and I just come in and I break in, or I ain't even gonna start breaking. The doors happen to be open and I just go. Is that
So you're not allowed in the building.
right?
Like the moment you walk in, you're trespassing.
Exactly.
You haven't broken in because to break in means you have to damage like
Exactly.
a lock or something. But you are.
But you're trespassing.
Yeah.
So I can't. What's the difference between that and the fucking daytime?
He's outside.
So
He
you're
doesn't go in. He
trespassing.
doesn't go in a building.
But you're trespassing.
Not on the
property.
sidewalk. Not on the
That's some
sidewalk.
bullshit, bro.
Because the sidewalk is a public walkway. You cannot stop people from
But the
walking.
thing about it is,
there are loopholes.
that sidewalk was built the same time the school was probably.
Mm-hmm.
So that's school fucking property. So what the fuck are we doing?
Because it's a public walkway and because
That's
there's
bullshit,
hotels
bro.
and all that shit, and since they let the public come watch the football games, you can't just discriminate. And that is his little workaround.
But you're right. Same thing with squatters and shit, you know. They legally can be in that bitch up to 3 months like, damn. Nigga, you ain't paid one bill. You just taking my shit because you here.
I'd be getting that motherfucker out of there. I'd be living with him. I'd be like, okay, really.
Nah.
I'd be like, we gonna be roomies.
Oh my god. Hell nah.
I'd be like, motherfucker, this war.
I got too many knives in my house to let that happen. Fuck that.
Exactly. I'd be like leaving a knife in the door every day. A different knife.
Hell no. That's crazy. But oh yeah, before I forget, the only thing that I did have prepared to ask you is, do you ever feel like, oh yeah, I guess it's a two-headed question. You ever feel like you just living day to day and it's like nothing is black and white, it's just all meshed in, it's all just a gray blob?
Sometimes because I'm in school right now, like I feel like I'm all working towards like a higher purpose right now.
Yeah, just like people and religions.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like this is my time where I get to actually chill. And like I am kind of living day to day right now, but it's been more relaxing to live in the moment.
Yeah.
Because like I know as long as I stay focused on school as much as I need to be, like I'll get to my next step.
And I guess a side B to that shit is, sometimes I be feeling like we living in a goddamn simulation. Like,
I heard
that
that.
shit is like,
NPCs everywhere, bro.
yeah. I feel like if I wasn't, every time I'm out at work, it ain't nobody there. Ain't that weird?
No, I feel you, bro. I'd be like, sometimes I'd be like, if I wasn't here, how would this place run? You know what I mean? I'd be like, who's dumbass was running this place before me?
Yo.
I'd be like, is there someone else in the simulation who I haven't come across? Like, what's going on? Because, like, sometimes it feels like you pull up to a place, you do 80% of the work, and it'd be like, what the fuck was going on before I got here, bro?
Yeah.
Did I make this place? You know what I mean? Like, there was this one place, I cleaned the entire basement.
Yeah.
I cleaned, like, all of a sudden, like, this place was looking fresh, and I was like, damn, what the fuck was going on before I pulled up? Is anybody sweeping? Like,
that is true. Or worse than that, my job, they tried to do that to me. They tried to get me to clean shit that the employees weren't cleaning before I got there. I was like, damn. Check everything off underneath the table. I was clean under. I'm like, damn, like I cleaned it. I did it the first day.
This should feel like a video game.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what fucking mission is this? This sucks.
Yeah, it really do feel like a simulation sometimes.
Warrior, you're the only one that can do this task. Oh yeah, dog, what is it? You gotta sweep the fucking floor. Fuck you. That ain't a quest, man. That's fucking... That's some shit work.
Some hobbit work, bro.
That's some hobbit shit, man. Go get you a garden gnome to do that shit.
Bitch, I feel like I'm a serf, but they treat me like a hobbit. Damn. But it shit like that. I feel like I even find lessons in that. Like, even in bullshit jobs, just like, damn. It humbles you, if anything. And it shows you where you are, and it gives you time to think. You know what I'm saying? Because I be thinking about a lot of shit when I first get it to work. But luckily, I'm lucky enough I can put in headphones shortly after I get to work. So it should go by quick. I love music will make anything go by quick. That was the best part
of cleaning.
Yeah.
No one was there. I'm here, but if I need to, I keep it like I got the AirPods got the full volume thing, so I can hear someone says my name.
Right.
So I'd be like blasting that shit. I'll still be able to hear you.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, dude. I cleaned this one basement. The owner was scared to go down there before I cleaned that bitch.
Wow. Was it a woman? Of course. Of course.
Yeah, but I was like, she's not the owner. She's like the general manager, but like, she's scared to go in there, and I was like, man, we gotta fix that. That's a problem. That's the basement.
I do know how that fucking feels. They always want to get you to do the grunt work.
Shit, man, I was doing that shit too. I was like, alright.
And it's so crazy because I come in there like I already know how to clean. Like I do that at home and shit.
Like,
and I come in there, I just do my regular shit. But it's like every time I come in, it'd be some simple shit like the trash is always full. Like, you know, from the morning shit, they don't give a damn. The floor dirty, whatever.
Yeah, dude.
And it's like, I understand the night shift.
Right, I'd be thinking about what's gonna go on the next morning. Are flies and shit gonna get in this building if we don't take out the trash? Like,
right. But the thing about it is, like, morning shift, they get that shit. All they gotta do is come there and work, dirty your bitch up. Night shift gonna clean it. If I don't clean it, it don't get done. So it's like, damn.
I noticed that, bro. I noticed that shit with, like, what was it? I noticed, like, the weird spots, like the ceiling of a popcorn maker and shit like that, bro. Yeah. Like, because I was looking for the grease, and, like, they would get, like, the sides and shit. It's not like it wasn't being cleaned. It's just, like, there were areas they were missing, and it was, like, building up, and shit was, like, going to turn into mold if it didn't get cleaned. You know what I mean? Like, it was nasty.
Yeah, think about all the times you done got popcorn before then.
That's why I'm like, y'all gotta come up here, bruh. They're like, they were doing every single side, but...
You ever had candy popcorn?
No, but that shit's good. I've had caramelized popcorn. That shit's good.
No, bro, you gotta have that shit warm. I had some cherry soda shit. Bro, they had the cola shit. It was crazy.
What was it, like Dr. Pepper or like Cheer One?
I think both.
Word.
But it was fire. It was super good. The only thing better is the State Fair shit. You ever had that?
Yes, dude. You ever had, like, actual, like, caramel poured on the popcorn? Because that shit's so good.
I ain't gonna lie, I do like caramel. What's that shit, the Crunchy Munch? I used to eat that bitch all the time as a kid.
Dude. I'm talking about, like, I had this one, and it was, like, when it hardened, the whole shit turned into, like, this brick that you could just, like, munch.
Oh, that's,
it was so good.
Peanut butter. Right?
But it didn't have any, like, is peanut butter, like, got peanut in it, though?
Yeah.
It wasn't peanut. It was just like caramel though. Like they drizzled, but they had like made like a bar out of it. They put a whole bunch of popcorn and then they just drizzled it. They got really hard. And you could just pick it up like that. Oh yeah. You had to put it on a plate till it cooled down.
It ain't nothing like State Fair food. Like I'm at the age where I don't want to get shaken up and get dizzy. I don't like that, bro. Dude. So I'll go to the State Fair just to play the games, lose a couple.
What is it when they poured the fried batter into like the water or something?
It's fluffy. It's
funnel cake. We got funnel cake around here now on Sundays.
Word.
Next to the Pony Espresso, dude. Shout out, because this is a woman from the hood, bro. From your neighborhood, bro. And I love her. I think her name is Shayna, And she's awesome, bro. But they're up there on Sundays now next to the Pony Espresso, and they do funnel cake and stuff like that, and they got toppings and shit. I'm finna go Sunday to get me some funnel cake. Because it's so fucking good, and it's like, if you think about it, there ain't nowhere else to get funnel cake.
Hell no.
So it's like, it's only on Sundays, so it's like a fun little treat, bro.
But I didn't know how to make it, so I just made a fucking dumbass pancake.
Dude, she's up there from like 10 or 11 to like 3, I think, serving that shit. And she's up there with a whole bunch of other people I know from the BP and stuff like that. Yeah. And it's cool as fuck to go up there. They're so nice, bro. Her last name is like Barnes too, I think, like my mom. They both got the same last name.
You know what that means.
Grandpa? What the fuck happened, bro?
Well, there was only one way to make money back in my day.
Well, boy, after your grandma died, I went a different route. I had me some time.
Oh my fucking god.
That would be crazy, bro.
You like Adam Sandler?
Yeah, some of like his earlier movies even, like, that shit was always funny as fuck to me.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, like, I love all those old movies and shit like that. Or the one where he's like got the kid or whatever, you know what I mean? I don't even remember what that one is. But where he's like, he becomes
Happy
like...
Gilmore is one of the funniest movies in, oh my god. That's most definitely in my top 15 movies all time.
Oh shit, I keep getting the smoke in my eye, bro. I'm dumb as hell.
Can't relate. Got the shades on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you smart, okay. Nah, I ain't think like that.
Yeah.
But nah, bro, I fucking was.
Who your favorite actor?
Shantae Barnes, that was that woman's name, bro. I love her. She's so sweet. My favorite
Where she
actor.
played in?
Shantae Barnes is the woman who does the funnel cake, my bad. I had to look up her name because I knew it wasn't what I had said at first, bro. Yeah, she just always nice as hell. I respect like all the people from the hood.
No. I said
my favorite actor though?
Yeah.
Shit. I gotta think about that one for a second, man. Like, this is gonna sound cringy, but I really like Ryan Gosling. Like, some of his movies are really good. He's been in like a whole bunch of shit, bro. I've watched a lot of his movie, but like Beyond the Pines was like a really good one. I guess one of my favorite movies. You ever seen that?
Don't sound familiar. I think mine gotta be Samuel Jackson, I think.
Yeah, The Place Beyond the Pines. It's like, he's like a criminal and shit like that. And it's good, bro. And then it's like, but hear me out. It's like, it's from his perspective for one part of the movie, and then from his son for like a whole nother part of the movie. It's like crazy. Mm-hmm. And like, you're not expecting the switch, so it's just like, damn. Okay. So it's just like, I don't know. It was the director and like, but who's your favorite actor?
Samuel Jackson.
My bad. I didn't hear it. Okay. What you like him in?
I ain't gonna lie.
There was like the Despicable, like the Nine
I
or whatever. Did you ever see that?
I think he was the Hateful Eight, bro.
The Hateful Eight. My bad. Damn,
yeah,
I said Despicable 9.
I think he was in Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is my favorite movie.
Yeah, he was, bro. Him.
Yeah. So most definitely Pulp Fiction. That's my favorite. Damn, that's crazy. I can't think of no movies, but every single movie that I've ever seen Samuel Jackson, he killed that shit. So
yeah, because he's got the hard motherfucker down, bro.
I don't want to seem like I don't know Sam, but damn, I'm just high as fuck right now. I don't know. But Pulp Fiction was definitely, like, literally every single movie.
Dude, you good. I can think of a whole bunch of plots, but I can never remember, like, names and shit. You know what I mean?
That sucks, though, for me to have that question. I can't even answer it, like, to the degree I want it. But it's all good.
Good. Hell yeah. Nah, because watch this. I just pull up his name and I'm gonna start smacking out some movies. I got you. I'll be like your producer. We got The Hitman's Bodyguard. That's that new one. Oh, he was in Django.
Yeah, I know that.
Hateful Eight, bro. He was in Spiral.
I didn't see that.
It was good. It was really good. It had some comedic moments, but it had some really like deep moments. Oh, he was in Kingsman. And Star Wars.
Yeah.
He was Mace Windu with the purple lightsaber.
That was dope. I always like that because it's my favorite color, purple.
Have you ever seen the video of how he got that color? He looked right at like J.J. Abrams or whoever, and was like,
oh yeah, he demanded it.
He was like, they ain't got no purple, and he was like, we might have purple, and then he gave him purple. No, he didn't even demand it. The guy, he was just like, y'all ain't got no purple. And the director like loved him, and like loved his previous work, and was like, we might have purple, and immediately started making this man a purple fucking lightsaber.
That's fine.
And that's where like a lot of the other colors got inspired from in the universe, because originally it was just blue and red.
Right.
Like they never knew that but it was because like actors were like, oh, come on, like you gotta mix it up, and he started exploring other things. I don't think anyone demanded yellow, but that's when he started doing things about like pride and shit like that. They got deep with it.
That ain't deep. That's surface.
Nah, dude, this man helped them, bro. You can't say that.
What did he create?
Because he basically asked them to make purple, and then they started making a whole bunch of other lightsaber colors.
Right.
So he's Samuel L. Jackson, the whole reason for a whole bunch of other colors in the universe.
Right.
He started that shit, man.
But you said pride. I don't think that correlates.
I think the yellow stands for the pride. They got fucking colors, like a whole bunch of them. What is yellow lightsaber? I'm not even like, maybe that's like Green Lantern, bro. I'm just stupid.
Do you remember your first, you said you just got into rap 5 years ago? You remember one of the first albums that really got you into that?
Wait, what's up? My bad.
You said you only started listening to rap 5 years ago, so do you remember one of those albums that you listened to back then that got you into rap?
Probably like Tyler.
Which one?
Like his older stuff.
Right.
But then it was awesome. I gotta look.
I used to like childish shit. The shit with World Star on it.
Yeah.
Because of the internet. I really like All She Needed Was Some. That was really dope.
Cherry Bomb actually had some good shit on it.
I never really gave that a chance yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. And then I watched him on this TV show on Adult Swim. Funny enough, it was like the Loiter Squad.
You remember he was on? Yeah. You remember he was on regular show for episode. He was rapping on that bitch. That shit was really dope.
Right, bro.
I love shows like that. You remember? Oh, bro, if you know this show, I will, bro.
I'm so dumb.
Do you know what's that shit called? Angry Dan? I think that's what it's called. You remember that shit?
I remember that grumpy like little.
That was the greatest. Oh, cartoon. Yes. This depressed ass alcoholic. Oh, I think he was alcoholic.
Basically, bro, that's kind of like what they never really said it because it was a weird show.
It was crazy, like.
And he talked like this. Get the fuck out of my house. I don't want your breasts.
Yo.
Bro, I will watch the shit out of that.
I gotta post a picture of that on my Instagram, bro. Bro, I cannot let Angry Dan die, bro. I haven't thought about that in a while.
Do you remember, like, he had this, like, one beautiful bitch pull up to his door. Hi, Dan. Who the fuck are you? I'm not paying my taxes.
Oh, my fucking God, bro. Damn, nigga.
This man gave no shits, bro.
But yeah, that was one of the greatest fucking... Wow. I missed that shit. What was that on? Was it on Netflix? What was it on?
It's like Disney or something, man. Or like...
Nah, it wasn't Disney, bro. Well, actually, maybe it is Disney. I don't know.
I saw it on...
It was on something weird.
It was, for me, it was in between Disney and Cartoon Network on the TV.
I think it, man. I think it, Cartoon Network or some shit. Angry Dan was that shit.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Dan Versus was the show.
Oh, damn. There we go. Dan Versus. Oh, that's why I couldn't find it. My dumb ass. Dan Versus.
That's okay. He just Angry Dan to me, though. He ain't just Angry Dan, bro. I gotta find what this shit was on. Original network, The Hub.
Yeah, The Hub.
It's like Discovery Channel.
Yeah, Dan Versus was the greatest.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, but do you remember The Haunting Hour?
Sound familiar.
Did you ever see that shit? It was these two fucking kids, but they kept getting fucked with by these ghosts and shit. And I don't know why, but like one of them, like it was an R.L. Stine thing.
Yeah.
But like I just remember this like one movie thing from that thing.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers like almost died or whatever.
Yeah.
Like they were like getting consumed by this bug thing, and I was just like, as a kid, I was like,
yeah.
That should give me nightmares.
Oh wow! Oh, that was the shit that did it for you. I feel you, bro. Freddie and Jason. Oh my god! When I saw a little bit of that shit, I walked in, and I think my sister or something that was watching that shit. I was like, damn.
Dude, I saw Sweeney Todd at 7. That shit gave me
I
nightmares,
can
man. I said.
You remember in the office that Andy did that play? Oh my god. He's a barber that cut your throat. Sweetie Todd.
The demon barber of Fleet Street.
Oh my god, bro. That office went downhill and Michael left, bro. They should have stopped it there.
That shit was alright, bro.
That shit
reminds me of that 70s show when the main character
I hated when Andy was in charge. He is not, no.
When Eric left on that 70s show, that's how I felt. I was like, what the fuck were y'all doing,
You ever seen
bro?
Cheers?
Cheers? Nah.
My god. It was about a dude, ex-baseball player, but he wasn't really that good. He owned a bar and fell in love with one of the employees, blah, 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 and some other shit. It was pretty good on Netflix. Go subscribe to Netflix.
I gotta check that shit out because I have been running through some series. I'm like finishing games and shit, bro.
I know that 70s show is big. It's probably like that, so right? Nah, what's that other it's probably like Friends, huh?
That 70s show? It's like Friends, yeah, but it's like a bunch of kids who smoke in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen that? Like they all do like a circle, and they like smoke. Like they would smoke like joints in the basement. This is what that 70s show. It's about a bunch of stoners, bro.
Mm. Oh, well, I might watch it now then.
I'm gonna show you an episode before you leave, but that's cool, bro.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Bet, bro. Cause oh my god. Everybody watching is gonna be like, what the fuck, you don't know what that 70s show is? That shit is a classic for stoners, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is like what got me like normalized with it.
Right.
Because
Damn, that's dope.
It's a bunch of like random ass white kids and this one like
How did I not?
he's
Wow.
he's an Indian and his name is Fez. This one Indian kid, and they be like getting into it, bro. This shit's crazy. And their dad is straight up my grandpa, bro. That's why like I love that shit, because that man was yelling at them, "I will shove my boot up your ass," and like this old ass man, bro. Always yelled at them. That shit was the funniest thing ever, but like it's so good. I mean to pop off about that show, but
you good.
It's good.
Man, damn versus I don't know what I think I remember the time that it stopped getting aired on TV or whatever, because I remember looking for that shit. I think it came on Saturdays or some shit.
Yeah, that weekend
Saturday
program
mornings
and
maybe.
shit, yeah.
And Dan versus was, you remember Foster's, the imaginary Foster's House of
Imaginary Friends. Yes, dude.
That shit.
That was one of my favorite shows growing up, bro.
Johnny Test. I really like Johnny Test.
I love Johnny Test.
Now
and the redheaded.
I tried to watch it again. That shit is annoying. I liked it as a kid, but SpongeBob is universal, I think.
Dude, even as a kid, when I watched him become a woman, I was like, why the fuck is he doing some Naruto shit over here?
Wait, what?
There was this episode where he becomes this woman with like
Johnny
Johnny Test becomes a woman with big breasts and a fat ass, and I was like, what the fuck are the directors doing over here, man?
They were early in the game.
These motherfuckers horny, bro. Someone stop them.
They were early in the game. They started it like Soldier Boy.
I was like, nah, this ain't right. This ain't it, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit was funny though. The dog Dookie. I was like, why they gotta do the dog like that? They named that dog shit, bruh.
Yeah, and the dog was smarter than Johnny though.
He was. Why you gotta name the dog shit though? Like, looking back, his name was Dookie, bro. Like, damn. The disrespect on that man's name.
He used to always bring the family out of the bullshit. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
You remember Fanboy and Chum Chum?
Yeah.
I used to actually fuck with that.
That shit was cool because of the animation. That shit was different to me.
They were losers though.
Yeah. They were kind of cringy at times, low key.
Yeah.
The animation style was really good, but it made me want to like I wish it was just always at like the burger place and shit like that. Like the school stuff was cringy as hell because all they were doing was like making fools of themselves.
Yeah.
Like the burger place was where it was at with like the crazy.
That's what SpongeBob did though, bro.
Yeah. That was SpongeBob funny though when he go to like Squidward's house or something with it. He be getting on his nerves, making Squidward literally want to kill himself, dog. SpongeBob be doing some fucked up shit. I'd be like, damn.
But he don't even know it though.
Nah.
It's funny because like the older you got, the more you recognize yourself as one of those people. As I was younger, I was SpongeBob, but now I'm Squidward.
Yeah, I'm older now, and I'm like, damn, Squidward's me, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm most definitely Squidward. Like Squidward, I thought he was getting paid bullshit. Then he had to go overtime sometimes, or Mr. Krabs threatened to fire his ass. Like them niggas would SpongeBob put 80 hours in a day.
Right, and Mr. Krabs don't even be paying him sometimes.
And SpongeBob just happy to cook the goddamn burgers, and you could like. And I didn't even think about it, but that's like an artist. That's like a young artist that don't know nothing about the music game. Oh, I'm just about to make music because I love it.
For real.
Oh, the whole time you making the managers and shit rich as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You getting pennies.
Dude, that's I've had that problem with some other businesses and shit where they'd be like.
Think about this. I know it's a cartoon, but think about this shit. This nigga only had enough money to live in that weak ass pineapple. He couldn't even save up and get something. You know what I'm saying? But I know bullshit. It's a cartoon, but damn, right, think about that shit. That's a real lesson. Like people, you can work your whole life and blah blah blah, and they ain't got much to show for it because you making somebody else's dream come true.
For real, it'd be like, well, I got a family. I'm trying to go to school so I can have a family. Like shit. Yeah. Like some of these people won't even ever have that opportunity. Because, like, greedy motherfuckers out here thinking, like, well, I got people to take care of. Mm-hmm. Like, damn.
We all greedy.
For real. Everybody, like, that's one of those things I learned is, like, everybody steps on somebody to get where they want to be. Yep. Like, whether they mean
capitalism.
To or not to. Yeah.
It's capitalism.
That should be fucked up, man.
For a new episode, know you probably waiting. Plant a seed in your brain, let me pollinate it. And I'm not like the rest, I don't do the faking. You are now tuned into Bro Conversations.